So today is Wednesday, February 11th. I can't really remember what filming wise I've done before this, so I don't know if this will be at the beginning of a vlog or if this is in the middle. I've had kind of a busy week and a half, so I haven't worked a ton on my art business. A few things I have done is I've been working on these vests for a while. And they're still just pinned up. I pinned the, I'm doing a, I guess, rolled hem for all of them, which I've been experimenting, I guess, with different ways to finish these kinds of vests. I think next time I'm going to try and do a, facing, not like a full facing, but just one for the arms and the neckline. I think that will just be a much better finish. But this is not what we're working on today. This actually is going to get put into the deal with later pile. But today we're going to be working on a collage and maybe also a textile piece if I have time. I have this sketch, which I think I'll scan and just put up, that I really like. I made it a while ago, but it has just recently re-inspired me. And so I'm going to make a collage of it and scan that and turn it into prints and stickers. And then I also think I'm going to make some textile pieces based on it. So I'll make the collage piece to make more reoccurring things like prints and stickers that I can just reprint. But then I also am going to make some originals. All this for my end of February Etsy update. I'm realizing I don't know if I've talked about. Basically, at the end of February, I'm revamping my Etsy store. I have been in the process of kind of closing down my clothing resale business. And beyond clothing, I also have sold on and off some vintage goods. So there's also going to be vintage goods in my Etsy shop as well as art. So this one I think will be a combination of trying to clear out some older inventory, as well as I think my plan is to have a new print and 2 new stickers. I already have the one new sticker design done. I just need to make this next one, and then I'll order those stickers and prints. And there'll also be some fun vintage stuff in my Etsy shop. This I need to go through what I have, and I think probably rephotograph things and get it all up. But yeah, I'm gonna be making this kind of crow. And earlier today I made some, I didn't have any black paper, but I did some ink work. So now I have some black paper to work with, which I'm excited about because I accidentally added a little bit too much ink on this one, so it's a darker. But I think this is going to work well for, I think this will be the body, and then I'll do, the wings and stuff in this darker black, so that it actually stands out against the body. But that's what we're going to be working on first. And then, and I guess I'll show you. I had got a bit ago when I was at my favorite thrift store, Retails. I had gotten these. These are just placemats. They're 100% cotton, which is nice, but I just really I don't know if you can, they're a yellow, but it's it's a cool yellow. And so I thought these would be really nice for, I'm going to make wall hangings with that crow design on it. And then I think it's kind of thin, I think I'm just going to, I have some grommets, so I might just do 2 grommets on the top, and that's how you hang it up. But I have 4 of them, so I think I'm just going to do that design on all 4 of them and have 4 to sell. And I think this will be a fun design for it because whatever's going to be in the bird's mouth, I think I can have some fun with, of whatever's going to be the shiny thing. I can do some fun buttons or maybe some embroidery But yeah, also, I didn't even mention this, I got a haircut. Chopped it all off, which has been good. I'm still in the, like, whenever I first cut my hair short again, then I'm like, the first few days I'm like forgetting how to have short hair. But that's what we're up to today. I'm feeling really ready to get back into art and making stuff. Whenever I go too long without doing that, I start to go a little crazy. So it's good to be back. So yeah, let's get to collaging. I think I'm gonna do a little warm up in my collage journal, and then this final piece I think will be on just some watercolor paper, just so that it will scan nicely. It's just on some white paper. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm kind of obsessed with how this little guy turned out. The issue is I made him a little bit big and I wanted to add text. So it's gonna say, look for the shiny things. But again, it's a little big. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll do the text on another piece, and then I will, when I scan it all in, I can add it all together post. But I need to make sure I think about, because I was thinking of it's gonna be look for the shiny things. So I think I'm just gonna do the text as I see fit, and I think, as much as I love big maximalism, lots of fun patterns, I think I need to keep it a little bit simple. So I think for most of the text, I'm gonna do this, just this color that I used for the feet and the beak, and then maybe for the shiny, I don't know if I'll have enough, we'll see. I might try to use, this is like a shiny metallic. So I think we'll cut those out and then I'll put them somewhere else. So I have finished the artwork, and I'm going to be, I guess, digitizing it now. I have a scanner. It's an Epson something. And then I thought I'd just go over my system for this. So I have my scanner, which I scan things with, and then I use Affinity as it's like a free Photoshop alternative, and that's what I use. And I also have this XP pen drawing tablet. Oh my god, sorry, it's covered in stuff. Sorry, come on. It's just yeah. It's one of the ones with no screens. It was pretty cheap, I think. I don't remember. And then I'm going to use that to like cut out the image from the background and then put it all together. That's what we're going to be working on now. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, so the beginning of a new week. Today is going to be a very art business day, but there'll be a little crafty twists to it. I'm sure I've mentioned this. I am working on getting my Etsy shop revamped, and I'm going to be reopening it at the end of February, and I have just a lot of work in that regards. And today we're gonna, I think, work on branding. So things like my Etsy profile picture, the like heading, and then even like the packaging for, like, I'm gonna make thank you cards. I also need to design, sorry, I don't know what's up with my throat today. I also need to design tags for my upcycled like clothing pieces. I have a fun idea for those tags and how I can make that fun. So yeah, we will be doing that today, and it's actually, I guess it's starting with the tags, because that's the thing I need to make before I make everything else. My plan, an idea I've had, is making tags out of scrap fabric. Like, I'll probably just cut them with like pinking shears or something. But my idea is to carve out a stamp, which I have some, I think, lino. Carve out a stamp that just says in like pretty blocky letters, it's gonna be pretty simple, Allison Kelly Crafts. And then have that be, have that carved into a stamp, and then I'll stamp that onto scrap fabric and cut it out. And I'm thinking I'll add a buttonhole to the top. And then I'll probably have a paper tag behind it with more information, but I think that's the like cool branding piece of it. And then my thought is, once I make the stamp, I can stamp it just on paper and use that as more of a logo for all my other things. So, yeah, I think we're going to work on designing the stamp and then going from there. So I have a block of stamp, and I think I'm going to do like half of it. But I wanted to sketch it out first. So I'm just going to like... And then I also know, which maybe I'll do two. I've seen people who make these stamps. Oh, we'll put one more. Okay, we'll get three. We'll get a few ideas. Okay. And then I've seen people who use these, they put ink on top before they do anything so that they know what's been carved and what hasn't. So I think I'm going to do that as well. Okay, that does not show up at all. Let's try maybe not pink. Okay, I have some teal ink. We'll use that. Okay, so we'll let this dry while I do all of the other designing. I'm thinking Allison... Oh. Sorry, my son has joined. I'm thinking it's going to be... That's the basic, but it's going to be block letters, so trying to think of the best way. But also, I'll come up with some other designs. I think also maybe having it be a little bit thinner, and then just having it be... The part about this I'm worried about is running out of space, because like I can write it out just fine, but it needs to be thicker block letters. Here's my son. Hi, Como. Yeah. So I was doing some scavenging in my scraps because I've been unknowing. I don't know what to do with the eye of this crow. And then I found I have a bunch of, I think it's upholstery samples. I got these from my sister who used to work at an interior design firm, and they were just getting rid of these old samples. And I want just like this piece in general, but it has this shiny, this shiny kind of light gray. And I think that will work well as the eye. I'm trying to also think with the, yeah, because I think it'll work great for the eye. And I think I'm just gonna make it a little star. I'm gonna do a little star. And then I'm debating if I want to sew it with the metallic thread that I have. Yeah. Or just white. I think just white might be better. But yeah, then it's just sewing on the button, and then I need to add buttonholes to the top because that's how it's gonna hang. And then I think that this piece is done, which is exciting. I'll be able to move on to the next piece. Okay, so this is basically the end of the video. I don't record any more of me talking, so I thought I would record this voiceover while you see me finishing this textile piece. I end up only finishing this one textile piece. I had wanted to do 4 of them, but that didn't end up happening. Near the end of the month, while I was trying to like get everything ready for the Etsy update, I just got really stressed and overwhelmed and ended up needing to like adjust my goals and do a lot less than I had originally wanted, which is fine. But I will say my Etsy shop is open. I think I actually still need to add this piece onto it, which is, whatever. But the Etsy shop is open. It is there. And you can go buy some of my things. I have a lot of stickers. I have some vintage goods. And I'm hoping that now that it is up and running, I'll probably just be adding things as I make them. And I think my goal being like adding things before I post like a studio vlog of me making it, so that like if I make something for a studio vlog and want to sell it, then by the time the video's up, you'll be able to purchase it. So yeah, pretty much it. I would love for you to go check out my Etsy shop if you want to support me as an artist, or if not, if you could subscribe and like this video. I'm wanting to put a lot more effort into my YouTube, which I have been, so there will be a lot more fun videos to come. So if you want to join me on that journey, feel free to subscribe. But either way, I hope you have a great day and do something creative today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.